the main headline is...
That game sucked because Chris Paul was back.
Okay. Let me get to the headline. The headline is...
Chris Paul sucks and is ruining the Suns.
Who's more important to the team? Chris Paul or your boy DeAndre? Well, technically both your boys, but as of late, your boy DeAndre Ayton.
Fantasy boy, but yes.
There's no... Chris Paul's obviously the pick, right, so?
No, DeAndre Ayton... Did you see what DeAndre Ayton did? He's obviously the biggest guy on the court.
It's because... Yeah, okay, that's the thing, though.
So just
he's
go
the biggest
in.
guy on the court, so it doesn't really... It's not really like he's the best one on the court. He's just the biggest guy. It doesn't mean you're the biggest guy and you're the best.
Just go to him. Yes, he's obviously the biggest and best guy on the court. That's not named Devin Booker.
Dude, Chris Paul has helped this team win 9 out of their last 10 playoff games. Brought them to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since the 90s. Chris Paul is not the problem.
He did not do this, though. Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton are at their peak form. They're in their final levels, and Chris Paul just happens to be along for the ride.
Chris Paul, you're talking about 11-time All-Star, 6-time stealing champion, 4-time assist champion, Chris Paul, right? The legend.
Yo, the legend?
How
many playoff wins does he have now?
Oh, he has a lot of playoff wins.
Yeah, now.
Exactly.
He's barely catching up.
No, Chris Paul,
This is the first time he's made it to a conference final, am I not right? Am I right?
No, this is the second time he's made it to a conference final.
Oh, what happened the last time he came to a conference final?
Well, he got hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not hurt right now.
And his team blew a lead, didn't they?
Well, James Harden blew the lead.
No, it's his
Even
team.
Kevin Durant couldn't carry James Harden. So, I mean, it doesn't matter who's trying to carry James Harden. He's not good in the playoffs. And none of that was Chris Paul's fault.
It is... so when they win, it's all his fault, but when they lose, it's not his fault.
Exactly.
That's
Dude,
how that
Chris Paul
works.
is a facilitator. He is a leader. He's the one that helps teams transcend. He went to the Hornets.
He's another F word, but that's too loud.
Oh my God, no. Chris Paul actually is like great, and he's been great since he was young. He's just hard on people. That's why when he goes to younger teams, he's like more likely to, thrive and be a little better like he is on the Suns because he bullies people all the time. And old guys don't like being bullied. They're like, no, I'm not get bullied.
The Clippers have now turned the corner on the Suns ever since he's joined, got back on the court. Because he has the Clippers stench on him too. So the Clippers are like, you suck as much as we do. It's now an even playing field. Where it was just the Suns versus the Clippers stank. Now Chris Paul brought his stank onto the Suns. It was supposed to be Suns at 4, but he came back.
Dude, Chris Paul has given performances of 27 points and fucking 8 assists, 37 points and 7 assists, 21-11, 17-15, 8-12. Sal, these are all in wins.
Yeah, okay, what about the losses? What about the game that we just saw
the losses? Okay.
where he was missing every shot he took in the fourth quarter?
Okay, so first of all, we were watching that game, and they won, by the way, because he actually made 3 out of his last 4 free throws in the fourth quarter, unlike Paul George, he did make 3 out of the last 4, but he missed one.
Just because you're not Paul George does not mean you're good.
It means that you're the reason why the Suns are winning.
They are not. He is not the reason. Give Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton what they deserve.
We saw what Devin Booker was doing the other day. He was like 6 for 20. He was doing terrible.
Because you jinxed him and said he was better than Kobe and Rip Hamilton. No, wait. You said he was better than Kobe, but not Rip Hamilton.
But the whole point is, if I have to go back to the last time they lost with Chris Paul as the point guard, that was, against the Lakers in Game 2? That's the last time they lost to Chris Paul. After that, it's been win.
Yes, I know. It was Suns at 4, but that's not Chris Paul. That's Devin Booker going crazy for 40 points a game, and DeAndre Ayton getting 20 rebounds a game.
Chris Paul is averaging 8 assists a game in the playoffs. Like, he's the one that's facilitating the ball.
Is he the 7-foot monster in the paint?
No, because he doesn't have to be. Because he's better than that.
He's not.
Dude, Chris Paul is easily one of the top point guards of all time, and you just don't give him any credit for shit.
Because he hasn't earned any credit. What has he done? He's done nothing except ride the coattails of 2 better players.
That's why we live in the now, in the present. Is that how you say it? Present?
No.
Presente.
Yes.
Presidente.
There we go.
So yes, Chris Paul is El Presidente, and he is the reason and the most important part of the Suns.
He is not the most... Devin Booker is the most important part of the Suns. And then the second most important part of the Suns is DeAndre Ayton.
You were
then
just
the
getting
third most important part of the Suns is Monty Williams, calling all these great plays.
Well, Chris Paul's the one that brought Monty Williams on.
The fourth most important player is Jamison Crowder, who's bringing finals experience to the team.
Okay, the last time the Suns made the playoffs was 2010. Chris Paul has brought them out of that drought.
Yeah, wait, but who's getting the stats that not since the MVP Steve Nash and Shaq have brought? Is it Chris Paul getting those stats, or is it Devin Booker getting those stats?
But that's what makes Chris Paul great. He makes Devin Booker great.
He's doing great by Devin Booker doing things while he's not on the court.
When Chris Paul wasn't
Alright,
there,
that
Devin
doesn't
Booker
even
was
make
dropping
sense.
70 and losing every single game. Doesn't make sense.
Oh my God, they have other guys other than Chris Paul that is making them good. Miles Bridges is more important than Chris Paul.
No. That's Macau Bridges, bitch. Miles Bridges is on the freaking Hornets, and he's the one that just dropped the rap song.
So wait, you can say El Presidente, but I can't say it's spelled the same way.
Miles Bridges and Macau Bridges?
I didn't say Michael Bridges. Whatever.
No, it's Michael. It's like Macau. Whatever. But no.
He's more important than Chris Paul.
Let us know what you think at Too Loud Sound, Ryan. If you think Chris Paul is more important, or if you think DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker are more important, who haven't done shit before Chris Paul.
Haven't done shit. They're doing it now. They were undefeated in the bubble last year without Chris Paul, weren't they?
Yeah, and they didn't make the
Weren't
playoffs.
they?
They didn't make the playoffs, so it didn't matter.
But they were undefeated in the bubble.
They didn't.
And they're
make
leading
the
into
playoffs.
now. That's
now
leading
they're in the
into
Western
now.
Conference Finals. Not leading into now.
It is leading into now because
Oh my God.
they're here now. It's El Presidente, like you said, isn't it?
Well, what's leading into now, Sal, is that it looks like what's now going to happen, it's probably going to be the Suns in the finals because they're up 3-1. Clippers are giving them a run for their money right now as we speak. But the Bucks,
the Clippers are now giving them a run for their money. I wonder what changed over the past couple games.
nothing. They're up 3-1, Sal. They lost one game with Chris Paul. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying Chris Paul's blown a 3-1 lead before. Move on to the next
It won't
one.
happen.
Go at Too Loud Sound, Ryan. Too Loud TV on YouTube.
We have merchandise.
Teespring.com/Too Loud. Get some shirts, socks, tank tops,
We've already,
sweaters.
we've already gotten some. They're on point.
They look good. You'll look pretty.